These are something that people asking, is Ghana safe?
If you're a Ghanaian, know that your experience in your own country, being a Ghanaian in your own country, experiencing how the police handles you is very different from how police will handle foreigners, tourists, or foreigners living in Ghana.
Yes, it is safe. Are there things to avoid sometimes? Yes, there are some things to avoid sometimes.
Firstly, Ghana is very safe.
Just like every country, sometimes there are things to avoid sometimes.
When you get off the plane here, first of all, the first thing that they say is welcome home. Where in the world can you go where they're saying welcome home when you get off the plane? And it's like, it feels genuine.
But these are something that people asking, is Ghana safe? Thank you for joining my channel today. My name is Henry, because this is something that people talking about, and people are kind of curious about, and they keep asking, is Ghana safe? So I'm going to tell you a bit of my opinion why I think Ghana is safe, and also we hear from some of the people who have gone to Ghana. They're sharing their experience, how they feel safe or they don't feel safe in Ghana. We will look at all this. Maybe by the end of the day, you're able to judge for yourself if you should go to Ghana or if you shouldn't go to Ghana. But in my opinion, I think Ghana is fantastic. Ghana is safe. Actually, it's classified as the most peaceful and safe country in Africa. So I don't see why people will still think Ghana is not safe.
Is Ghana safe? There have been quite a few videos circulating on the internet now talking about the safety in Ghana. There is a lady who said that her money was stolen in the Airbnb that she was staying in, and it was on talking about the safety in Ghana. And I want to just share a few things because I've also been reading the comments, and some of the comments, I want to address some of them in this video. So let me clarify also, by the way, that whether these stories are true or false, please know, if you're a Ghanaian, know that your experience in your own country, being a Ghanaian in your own country, experiencing how the police handles you is very different from how police will handle foreigners, tourists, or foreigners living in Ghana. Okay, so you saying that these things don't happen, that this cannot be true, that this is propaganda, that this is like making Ghana seem bad, and that this is paid influences, all that. I'm sorry, but that is called gaslighting, and that is dismissive of people's experiences. I don't know whether it's true or not what they have experienced, but for you to come online and comment and saying that they're lying, or that they're saying this does not happen in Ghana, between you and me, we all know how things go here also with the police, huh? I'm so sorry, but small know that if you have never experienced this, that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. Okay, if you're a local, it's different for you. Then I also want to say, everybody is free to talk about their experiences, and I have said this before, and I'm gonna say this again. If somebody comes online sharing an experience, they have the right to be sharing an experience that they have themselves been that happened to. Okay, so I know why Ghanaians are upset. I understand, because a lot of Ghanaians are very proud. I mean, everywhere in the world, if somebody talks bad about your country, of course it will be defensive. You don't, of course, if people talk bad about my country, I'll be also like, But honestly, the way you can respond to it, that is where you can make a difference, rather than saying, no, they were Nigerians, they weren't the Ghanaians, no, they weren't the police, no, they were. All of these things are dismissive comments, right? And I mean, it's fine if you don't believe the stories, that's also completely fine, but it can also be hurtful.
I totally agree what she said. I totally agree what you said. Though I know that she's saying most of this from her perspective and things, but like I said, I totally agree with her. But this is, this is something every human being we have to understand, right? When you go to someone's country, especially using race like white or black, because looking at this, when African American go to Ghana, right, their experiences is different compared to a white person experience in Ghana, right? Because most of the times white people don't feel too secure, as they always say. The more of the people are more power. So because in Africa or in Ghana, there's more blacks. So when an African American will get up and go outside, he doesn't need to feel that somebody is looking at them, or he doesn't have to feel like he doesn't even belong here. You understand? He just leave. He just go on his normal day as a normal Ghanaian, right? Because he feel blended inside, right? Compare with a white person will be totally different. It's normal. The same way you will come to Europe, or you will go to some part of America, right, where you hardly see a black person, right? Now you will wake up as a black person in America, and then you'll be walking on the street and you will feel like it's somebody watching me. Rather, she will get up from bed and walk and feel she doesn't have to think about anything, because she feel blended in. And I go to some part of Europe, right, where the city is so multicultural, and you see different type of race, right? But then I will go to the suburb of that country, and I feel, I begin to ask, okay, am I safe? Is somebody watching me? And even I see how the people look at me, right? Because it's kind of usual for them that they're not seeing person like my color over there, so they're kind of wondering, okay, what is he doing here, or this is something interesting. But this is also one thing that you have to know: when you travel abroad, you have to be open-minded in a way that you're in a different country, and that maybe the people are not used to such a presence, and they might be a little inquisitive when they see you, not because that they don't want you here, but they're kind of curious. And understand also that people who are curious about different things will have a way of approaching, right? Yes. So sometimes also we have to understand that. Watching what she said, like I said, I totally understand her, because she feels singled out. It's like putting a lot of people wearing red, thousands of people wearing red in one place, and the same place put somebody wearing white in the middle. It feels singled out, right? And that's how you will feel when you go to Ghana, or Africa. But there is nothing wrong. It's just that every continent has their own population, right? And more of them. So it's as you said, most have traveled before, most haven't traveled before. You understand? So for her personally, as a white person, she have this uncertainty in a place that she can go and she cannot go, right? But also, where she wouldn't feel safe to go there, maybe an African American would just go there, right? Because nobody have to watch him, because it's not written on his forehead that he's an African American. He's just black. You understand? But
I have never felt danger or threatened at all in Ghana, and I've been coming to Ghana for 4 years, and I've never been in a situation where I felt like I was in danger. That being said, we do always lock our doors, and we do have an electric fence that isn't always on, but it does, I think, create the right image. I definitely think it's important to be cautious and discerning and not naive and not leave your stuff everywhere, but that's a rule that you need to follow anywhere in the world. But I can't say it's dangerous to live in Ghana at all. I don't believe that.
My video, when you go and keep showing off, it's you trying to sell yourself. Even me as a Ghanaian, when I go to Ghana, it will be very hard for you to know that actually I don't live in Ghana, right? That most of them based outside, right? But I come for Ghana for holidays. It's just most of the few people around me that really get to know that, oh, I just arrived from abroad.
Many of the videos that talk about the police robbed me, and like the things that are happening, the unsafe things that happen in Ghana, are coming from black foreigners. The only one that has noticed this, and the people that follow me know that I like to ask the question, why? I don't have the answer. Why? Why are we hearing all these stories and not from white people? Does it not happen to white people? Are they being targeted? I don't know how to say this. Sorry, English is not my first language also. But are they being targeted? Are they being a target? Let me just say it like that. Are they being a target more than white people, or like, what's happening and why? Can anybody that has noticed this as well?
When you try to show you off to people, it is cool, but if you have 1,000 people around you, that strangers that you don't know, and you're talking to them, right, and you automatically your accent shows them that you're from the state, right? But that's okay. But then you keep going on, oh, this watch are very, very expensive, and that, oh, this shoe, where I got it from, oh, this shoe can buy that your car over there. You don't have some kind of attitude, talk and things. There might be somebody probably standing there, and this person is probably annoyed about the things that you say, right? So basically you selling yourself to strangers that you don't know what they can do to you. I'm not saying they have to do something to you, but they may probably just be pissed off and just try to take a little advantage they see from you. Those who go with a good intention and try to, lower themselves to get to know the people that they are surrounded with, never had a problem. Never had a problem.
When I say this is the easiest country to come solo in, I highly suggest it if you're thinking about going next year, but your friends can't afford it, or they cancel last minute. That's what happened to me. I had a group of friends coming, but everybody canceled last minute, and I still came. When I tell you, it's so easy. Like, quite literally, all you have to do is book like an event. So like, I met a lot of the people that I hung out with at Sip and Slay. So when you go to these events, just talk and be open. And it's also okay, I feel it's very safe to tell people that you're solo traveling while you're in Ghana. Like, I was actually more scared in Paris than I am here. Like, I feel extremely safe here. So anytime I would tell somebody like, yeah, I'm here by myself, I'm solo traveling, quite literally like, oh, you should come with me. You should come with us. Or I'm solo traveling too. Do you want to go here and do that? Girl, of course. I had a whole itinerary plan, and I would do some things that I wanted to do by myself. And some of the things I would suggest, like, oh, we should go to dinner at this place, because I had a list of dinner, lunch, and breakfast. And quite literally, matter of fact, I met someone on TikTok, and we are about to go to dinner tonight.
Had a problem. Now, talking about the police, right? I can't speak for the police, but I can speak for my own. I can speak as a Ghanaian, right? We have great police officers. We have great security personnel. We have great securities in Ghana that actually they protect our country, and we're proud of them. I'm not saying, they always say in every great thing, so everything, or every thousands of good things, there will be some bad ones among, right? Yes, and the reason why she did mention that, Ghanaians always say that those people are not Ghanaian, or they are this, they are this. That Ghana going through migration problem, and now the population or the migration in Ghana is rising and rising and rising. And the thing is that most of these people migrating to Ghana are our fellow Africans, which Nigerians. And the thing is that, like, last week, Ghana immigration officer arrested 40 Nigerians who were committing cybercrime. That's scam lovers, right? 3 days after, they arrested again 141 Nigerians again. So, these things is keeping to piss Ghana off and things. And obviously, we know that, our fellow African Americans also is in the town, and they are worried that they may fall in the trap from, I wouldn't say Nigerians, but some people who probably may pretend they're Ghanaians. So, we're struggling from all these things, and we love the fact that we are maintaining the Ghana good name, and that's why it's attracting many people to come to Ghana, and we really want things to stay like that, and we really want people to come to Ghana. But the thing is that people also are taking advantages and trying to spoil the name of Ghana, and trying to, I'm not saying that Ghanaians will not do that, you understand, but sometimes it's just real, it's just real. In Ghanaians, we do have situations from time to time. People feel like the police, they've been stopped by the police, and the behavior of the police is not a professional as a police officer. That's why Ghanaians are ragers about that no, this is not possible, this is not our police officers, and because also we have people that will can pretend to be a police, which are not. So these are all kind of mixtures put together, and everybody's trying to defend who, but which is sad, because if that person who's making the complaint really faced this thing from the police officer, and really a police officer, then it's like we disrespecting the person who has been the victim about for the person sharing his situation. It's like we saying his situation is not true, but it's also hard to tell that. I think Ghana is great. Ghana is safe. I just want you to get the real truth about whether Ghana is safe or Ghana is not safe. Whether Ghana is safe or Ghana is not safe. My definition.
You are a Ghanaian, or you are a foreigner living in Ghana, or you have been a tourist in Ghana, what is something that you would like to tell people coming to Ghana to avoid problems? Tourists don't know what locals know, so I'm also asking you, if you're a Ghanaian and watching, can you share something like which area should foreigners not go to, what scams exist right now, how maybe the police interaction works, what you should and should not do, and know also that for foreigners, something that is normal to you might not be normal to them, how things go. So for example, this is like the perfect example, how police interacts with you as a person is very different in other countries and other cultures. So
you watching me, what is your definition of safe? Let me know that on the comment section. And for those African Americans, or if you are someone who have visited Ghana, please, I would love to hear your experience. Please try to reach me on my email. We can have a video section when I'm having a YouTube recording, and then you could share with me about your Ghana experience, so the viewers will able to also learn something from your experience, because I would love that. I would love to hear your experience when you visited Ghana. What did you like about Ghana? What will you recommend for people going to Ghana? What will you recommend for them? What are places that you will tell them to go, and places you wouldn't tell them to go? Ghana itself, and also, did you feel safe? What will you recommend, or what will you say to someone who is going to Ghana for the first time? What will be your advice for that person? I would love to hear from you. So please try to reach out. Don't be scared, and because we are all helping people to make the best decision. Because when I believe that when people go to the internet to make their own researches, because sometimes the reality, what you read and the reality is always different, and that is normal. But because my honest opinion, when you travel to a country, be open-minded, feel free. Don't try, when they offer you something, don't even say you don't like it even before you try, right? Try to taste the bait. You don't have to eat it. It's just a way of showing that you love what they do. You understand? And also try not to do too much comparison to where you're coming from, because you're not there to change their culture. You're not there to change them. This is how they are. But you are there to learn their culture. You're there to see how things work in their country. You're there to explore their country. So, be more open-minded. And of course, you are more than welcome to share also what you do in your country. It's totally different when you're sharing something and you are comparing something. They are two different things. Right, my name is Henry. Subscribe to my channel so that you can always get any update about Ghana and about your trip, if you're making a trip to Ghana this Easter, and also if you're planning to go to Ghana on holidays. I'll bring you all the information, people experiences, and also some of the tips and information, places that you can go, places you shouldn't go, and some of the resort places that you shouldn't go. I will give you all that, because I have my own experiences. You can wait to hear it.